Hey everyone, welcome back. You shared some really great stuff with me recently, all about those English words that are super useful for students. The ones that are easy to grasp and you can start using like right away.
Yeah, definitely.
We're going to focus on adjectives today, the kind that describe personal qualities. They're like the words that help you paint a picture of yourself and the people you know. And my goal, honestly, is to make this feel super approachable, maybe even like fun. So are you ready to get started?
Absolutely.
Exactly. And that's like the whole point, right?
Right.
Okay, so let's jump into our first set of words. We'll start with ambitious. That's A-M-B-I-T-I-O-U-S. And it's pronounced ambitious.
Okay.
And the example given is the ambitious student wants to become a doctor. So when you hear that word ambitious, what comes to mind? I mean, in simple terms, it's all about having this strong desire to achieve something. You set your sights on a goal and you put in the effort to get there. It makes you wonder, right? What ambitions are you holding on to right now?
It's a great question to ask yourself. And in that example, the ambitious student wants to become a doctor. That word ambitious really highlights the student's drive, right? He isn't just like dreaming about it, he's actively working towards it. That proactive energy is a big part of what makes someone ambitious.
That's a great point. Okay, moving on to bright. B-R-I-G-H-T, pronounced bright. The example is the bright sun made the room warm. Now, bright here is talking about light, something that shines strongly and often brings warmth. We all know how a bright morning can, lift your mood, right?
For sure.
But bright can also describe someone who's intelligent or clever, though we'll stick with the light and warmth meaning for now, just to keep things nice and simple.
Makes sense. And what's so interesting about bright is how it can apply to different things. Like you said, the bright sun paints a picture of a clear, sunny day. But if you say she's a bright student, now she's radiating a different kind of light, right? It's all about intelligence and quick thinking.
Definitely. Okay, next we have confident. C-O-N-F-I-D-E-N-T, pronounced K-O-N-fident. The example here is, she felt confident about her presentation. So what does it mean to feel confident? Well, it means you believe in yourself and your abilities. You trust that you can handle a situation well. Think about a time when you felt that strong sense of confidence before tackling something important. Remember that feeling.
It's a powerful feeling, isn't it? When she felt confident about her presentation, it probably meant she had prepared well and believed in what she was going to say. And that kind of inner assurance can really affect how we perform, how we face challenges. It reminds us that self-belief is a huge part of success.
I completely agree. Okay, the next word is diligent. D-I-L-I-G-E-N-T, pronounced E-L-I-gent. The example sentence is, the diligent worker always finishes tasks on time. So what does it really mean to be diligent? It's about being consistent, working carefully, and making sure things get done properly and, on time. It's like steady effort, day after day. That's what makes someone diligent.
Right, exactly. It's not about rushing. It's about that focus and dedication to quality. And, that often leads to actually achieving your goals.
Totally. Next up, we have enthusiastic, E-N-T-H-U-S-I-A-S-T-I-C, pronounced N-T-H-O-Z-A-S-T-I-C. And the example is, he was enthusiastic about joining the football team. So when you're enthusiastic, you're showing real excitement, you're eager about something, and you radiate this positive energy. What gets you feeling that spark of enthusiasm? What are you genuinely excited about?
It's funny how enthusiasm can be contagious, right? When he was enthusiastic about joining that team, he was probably bouncing off the walls with excitement. And that energy, it can be motivating, not just for him, but for everyone around him.
So true. And last but not least, in this first set, we have fair. F-A-I-R, pronounced fair. The example is, the teacher gave everyone a fair chance. Fair means treating everyone equally, giving them the same opportunities, right? It's about justice, making sure everyone has a level playing field. How important is it for things to feel fair, in your own life?
I think fairness is so fundamental to a healthy society, don't you? When the teacher gave everyone a fair chance, she created an environment where everyone had an equal opportunity to succeed. It's about impartiality, and that's so important in so many areas of life, from school to, just our daily interactions.
Definitely. It builds trust and respect, for sure. Okay, ready for the next set of words?
Bring it on.
Awesome. So let's start with grateful. G-R-A-T-E-F-U-L, pronounced grateful. The example given is, I'm grateful for my family's support. What does it mean to be grateful? It means you deeply appreciate something, you're thankful for it. What's something you're feeling grateful for right now?
That's a great question. It's so easy to get caught up in the day-to-day, but pausing to reflect on what you're grateful for can be so grounding, right? And in that example, I'm grateful for my family support. It emphasizes the importance of those close relationships and how much they enrich our lives.
Yeah, I love that. Okay, next is helpful, Helpful, pronounced HLP-ful. The example is, the helpful neighbor carried my groceries. A helpful person is someone who's willing to assist others, lend a hand when needed. It's those little acts of kindness that can truly make someone's day.
Absolutely. It's all about going that extra mile, right? The helpful neighbor carried my groceries. That small gesture shows that he cares and wants to make life easier for someone else.
So true. Okay, moving on to independent, Independet, pronounced independent. And the example is she became independent after moving out. So being independent means you can do things on your own. You don't always need help from others. You're self-reliant.
It's a big step in life, isn't it? When she became independent after moving out, she took on a whole new set of responsibilities. It's about having the ability to manage your own affairs and make your own decisions.
For sure. Okay, next up is joyous, Joyous, pronounced Joyous. The example is, it was a joyous celebration with music and dancing. Joyous describes something filled with happiness, something that brings joy. Think of a time you experienced a truly joyous occasion. What made it so special?
A joyous occasion, it's just pure happiness and positive energy, right? It's like that example. It was a joyous celebration with music and dancing. You can just feel the excitement and delight in those words.
You really can.
That's great.
Okay, moving on to keen, Keen, pronounced keen. And the example here is, he has a keen interest in science. To have a keen interest means you have a strong, enthusiastic interest in something. You're drawn to it. What subjects or hobbies do you have a keen interest in?
It's great to have those areas where you're just naturally curious and eager to learn, right? When someone has a keen interest like he does with science, it fuels that desire to explore and discover more.
Yeah, it's like a driving force.
Yeah.
Okay, our next word is loyal, Loyal, pronounced Loyl. And the example is, dogs are known to be very loyal pets. So, being loyal means being faithful and supportive, sticking by someone or something through thick and thin. Who are the loyal people in your life?
Those are the people you can always count on, right? Like in that example, dogs are known to be loyal pets. It highlights that unwavering support and affection. That kind of steadfastness is so precious, and it's what builds strong bonds between people.
I couldn't agree more. All right, next up is modest, Modest, pronounced Modest. The example is, despite his success, he remains modest. To be modest means you don't brag about your achievements. You have a humble view of yourself. Why do you think modesty is often seen as a positive quality?
It's refreshing, isn't it? When someone remains modest, even after achieving something great, it shows they haven't let success go to their head. Like in that example, despite his success, he remains modest. It suggests a level of self-awareness and respect for others that people admire.
Absolutely. Okay, moving on to nervous. Nervous, pronounced Nervous. Example. She felt nervous before her performance. To feel nervous means to feel worried or anxious about something. It's a feeling we've all experienced, right? Remember a time you felt especially nervous, like those butterflies in your stomach?
Oh, for sure. Nerves can be a real challenge, but they also show that you care, right? Like she felt nervous before her performance. It's completely natural to feel that mix of excitement and apprehension, even for the most talented people.
I agree. Okay, next is obedient, Obedient, pronounced obedient. The example is, the obedient child followed the rules. So obedient means you do what you're told, you follow instructions.
Right. It's a big part of learning how to navigate the world, isn't it? Like the obedient child followed the rules. It demonstrates a willingness to listen and do what's expected, which is essential for learning and growing.
Definitely. Okay, last word in the set, it's patient. Patient, pronounced patient. Example. Doctors need to be very patient. What does it mean to be patient? It means you can wait calmly without getting upset or frustrated, even when things take time. Why is patience so important in certain professions, like being a doctor, for example?
Patience is crucial, especially when dealing with complex situations where things don't happen overnight. Like doctors need to be very patient. They're dealing with people's health, and that requires careful observation, understanding, and the ability to remain calm even under pressure.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Okay.
Ready to keep going? We've got more great words to uncover.
Oh, absolutely. This is fascinating.
Perfect. So let's move on to our third set. We'll begin with quiet, Quiet, pronounced Kwye. The example is, please be quiet in the library. Quiet means making little or no sound at all. What are some places where you think being quiet is really important?
So many places. Libraries, obviously, like you said. It's all about respect for others, right? Please be quiet in the library. It emphasizes the need for a calm and focused environment where people can read and study without distractions.
Absolutely. Okay, next is responsible. responsible, pronounced responsible. And the example is, she is responsible for feeding the dog. Being responsible means you have certain duties or tasks and you make sure they're taken care of properly. What are some of your responsibilities in your daily life?
We all have them, don't we? Responsibilities show that we're reliable and accountable for our actions. She is responsible for feeding the dog. It means she's been entrusted with a task and is expected to follow through. That builds trust and a sense of dependability, both for her and for the people who rely on her.
So true. Okay, our next word is sincere. S-I-N-C-E-R-E, pronounced sincere. Example, he offered a sincere apology. Being sincere means you're genuine and honest in what you say and do. Your words and actions reflect your true feelings. How can you tell if someone is being sincere, do you think?
Sincerity is all about authenticity, right? When he offered a sincere apology, it means he truly regretted his actions and wanted to make amends. You can often sense sincerity in someone's tone of voice, their body language. It feels genuine.
Absolutely. Okay, moving on to talented. T-A-L-E-N-T-E-D, pronounced talented. And the example is, the talented artist painted beautiful pictures. So what does it mean to be talented? It means you have a natural ability, a skill to do something well. What talents do you admire in others?
I think it's so inspiring to see people excel in their areas of talent, right? It makes you appreciate the diversity of human abilities. Like in that example, the talented artist painted beautiful pictures. She has this natural gift for creating art, and it shines through in her work.
Definitely. Okay, our next word is understanding. U-N-D-E-R-S-T-A-N-D-I-N-G, pronounced understanding. The example sentence is, my teacher is very understanding. Being understanding means you can see things from someone else's perspective, you can empathize with them, and you're often forgiving. Why is it important to try to be understanding of others, especially when they make mistakes?
Understanding is essential for building strong relationships, both personal and professional. Like in that example, my teacher is very understanding. It shows that she can see things from her students' points of view, which creates a more supportive and compassionate environment.
I love that. Okay, next up is versatile. V-E-R-S-A-T-I-L-E, pronounced V-U-R, example. This tool is versatile and has many uses. To be versatile means you have many different uses or abilities, you're adaptable. What are some other versatile things you can think of?
Versatility is all about being multi-talented and adaptable, right?
Yeah.
Like this tool is versatile and has many uses. It can be applied to various tasks, which makes it super useful. It's kind of like a Swiss Army knife, right?
Exactly. Perfect example.
All right.
All right, next is witty. W-I-T-T-Y, pronounced W-I-T-E. Example, her witty comments made everyone laugh. To be witty means you're clever and funny with your words, you have a sharp sense of humor. Do you appreciate people who are witty?
Oh, absolutely. Witty people can make any conversation more engaging and entertaining, right? It's like that example, her witty comments made everyone laugh. It highlights her ability to use words in a smart and humorous way.
Totally. So each of these qualities kind of contributes to navigating the world effectively.
Totally. Yeah, I think they're essential life skills.
They are.
As well as words.
And that brings us to the end of our focused vocabulary exploration for today. But you can see by breaking down these words, focusing on how they sound, seeing them in simple, relatable sentences, it can feel much more achievable.
Right. It's not so intimidating.
And that's what we really wanted to focus on, is like words that are easy for you to understand when you hear them and to use yourself.
Exactly. The key takeaway, I think, is that, expanding your vocabulary is a gradual process. Yes.
So starting with these kinds of practical everyday words and actively practicing their pronunciation and usage in these simple contexts.
Yeah.
It's a really effective first step.
It is. So as you go about your day, maybe try to notice if you hear any of these words being used.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Or see if there's an opportunity for you to use one or two of them yourself.
Yeah.
Even just thinking about which word might best describe a situation is a great way to kind of reinforce your learning.
It is. And remember, language learning is a journey.
Yeah.
It's continuous discovery.
Yeah.
So these words are valuable tools that will help you to express yourself more clearly.
Absolutely.
And to understand others better.
Yeah.
So keep listening, keep practicing, and keep exploring the richness of the English language.
Well said. Thanks for